Last night. Here's a loop over the last 6 hours, and now that leading edge off to our south, and we are just looking at a little bit of rain left over in parts of north central Arkansas right now down into Oregon County. Nothing severe. This afternoon, I don't want to rule out maybe a few isolated showers popping up mostly along and south of I-44. A few thunderstorms, and there is maybe just a low risk for severe storms with these. Tomorrow morning we wake up quiet. We'll be partly sunny during the day and storms going up again, increasing in coverage heading into your Saturday night, but still not for everyone. They have now removed all of our area basically now from that severe risk today, which is great news, and I really didn't think we would see much in the way of severe weather anyways. Temperatures right now back in the mid 60s, 64 in Springfield and Lebanon, 66 in Harrison, and through the day today, temperature wise, we'll continue to climb back into the upper 60s, a few spots hitting around 70 this afternoon. We're right around average though. Some spots maybe stuck in the upper 60s in parts of northern Arkansas, and a little bit warmer actually in our northernmost counties where you'll have maybe a few more peaks of sunshine today. Another chance for a few of you to see some storms Saturday night. First alert weather days Sunday and Monday I'll talk about coming up soon. We saw some morning showers and storms. Now rain mostly off to our south, just a few lingering showers in Oregon County. Back down into Fulton County, clearing on out as well. And temperatures today not too bad. We're right around average. Many in the low 70s this afternoon. Some upper 60s, I'd say, in some of our southeasternmost cities like Mountain Home, West Plains. And then this evening, temperatures back in the low to mid 60s for any Friday evening plans around 9 o'clock. And lows tonight in the mid 50s out the door tomorrow morning. Hey, the rain moves on out for most. We stay dry through the rest of the day. There is the potential for a few isolated showers to maybe pop up into the afternoon. Rumble of thunder or two, but that severe threat not looking quite there now into the afternoon and evening hours. Tonight, maybe even some patchy fog waking up early tomorrow morning. And then by tomorrow afternoon, we're partly sunny. We're staying dry for a large portion of Saturday, so it's certainly not a washout of a weekend by any means. There will be plenty of dry time. Storm chances going up, though, heading into Saturday, late evening and overnight. This model right here kind of puts most of the rain and storms back in northeastern Oklahoma, moving mostly off to our south. There is, though, the potential for this to be maybe a little bit further to the north, back here in some of our western. Most counties here in Missouri into parts of northern Arkansas, maybe still around Harrison. So we'll watch some storms Saturday, late evening and overnight. Some of them could be severe wind and hail, those primary threats. And we start Sunday morning off dry. So here's the severe risk for the day tomorrow. Level 1 marginal risk highlighted here in green from Nevada back down into north central Arkansas. Level 2 slight risk clips maybe parts of Harrison, and there's actually level 3 enhanced risk mostly off to our south and west. Wind, hail, like I mentioned, those main threats there. And that's Saturday night. Sunday morning starts off dry, and I think much of the afternoon is dry. Maybe a few isolated showers and thunderstorms here and there. But first alert weather day for Sunday evening and overnight storms. And then a first alert weather day for sure on Monday. Monday looks to be a really nasty day across the area. Heading into Sunday morning, like I mentioned, most starting off dry, maybe a few isolated showers in the afternoon, but storms trying to fire off along a dry line back over in Oklahoma. These would make a run towards our westernmost counties heading into the overnight hours. This is 10 p.m. close to I-49. Wind, hail, some very large hail, and also the potential for a few tornadoes could be possible Sunday evening and overnight. But certainly on Monday. Monday we start the morning off mostly dry. Storms develop in the afternoon, sweeping across the area. I'd say very large hail, and maybe a few tornadoes could be possible there as well. So large hail will be those primary threats for Sunday and Monday, but we're talking about greater than golf ball size hail looking to be possible with a significant amount of instability. Very strong winds, of course, maybe around 60 miles an hour, and it's not a low risk for maybe a tornado or two, so we'll have to watch out for that. Here's Sunday's severe outlook. Right now, it's a level 2 slight risk, lining up highlighted in yellow and off to the west. Level 3 enhanced risk for around Kansas City, back into Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Then on Monday, medium risk for our eastern half of the Ozarks. That's typically that level 3 enhanced risk for severe storms. Now heading into into Tuesday, we're in the low 70s for highs for many today. First alert weather days for Sunday evening and overnight, and on Monday we are looking at extreme instability across parts of the Ozarks, producing maybe some very large hail, especially on Monday. A few tornadoes possible and some really strong gusty winds as well within these storms. Temperature morning. Now we are just looking at the rain continuing to clear out of our southeastern counties. Almost everyone's looking dry right now. There is a chance for a few isolated showers and thunderstorms to pop up this afternoon. Not looking to be severe though. Even some peaks of sunshine for the day today, and still by 9 o'clock for any evening plans you may have, stray shower mostly in far southern Missouri and northern Arkansas. Tomorrow morning we start off dry and will stay dry through much of the afternoon, but we are tracking some storms Saturday evening and overnight that could be on the strong to severe side too. Temperatures right now in the mid to a few upper 60s in some spots. 66 here in Springfield, 69 in Harrison, 63 in Salem right now. Through the day today, our temperatures continuing to climb back into the low 70s for highs around average for this time of year. And then heading into the evening, dropping into the 60s around 6, 7 o'clock. Highs today for most, I'd say around 71, 72 degrees. Some spots could be a little bit cooler in our southeasternmost counties, but still right around average for this time of year. And temperatures staying warm into the weekend. A lot of dry time Saturday before storm chances, and Sunday won't be a complete washout either. But we do have a first alert weather day Sunday and on Monday for storms that could pack a punch with some very large hail, a few tornadoes. We'll talk more about the timing coming up soon. Wrapping up, many are dry and will stay dry through the rest of the day today. There is the chance for a few isolated showers and thunderstorms still this afternoon. Most, though, will stay dry. Temperatures today climbing into the low 70s for many by around 4 o'clock, which is right around average. Evening temperatures for any plans you may have, 9 o'clock back in the low 60s. And tonight, overnight lows dropping in the low to mid 50s out the door tomorrow morning. Now today, like I mentioned, most are dry. There is the chance for a few isolated showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm to pop up into the late afternoon and evening hours. These really not looking to be severe though. And then overnight tonight, dry, maybe a little bit of some patchy fog tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow afternoon, a lot of dry time as well for your Saturday. So it's certainly not a washout of a weekend by any means. This is 4 o'clock, still quiet, partly sunny, and some storm chances Saturday evening and overnight. This model pushes them a little bit further off to the southwest, but I do think we could see maybe a few thunderstorms clipping some of our western, southwesternmost counties here in Missouri and into northwestern Arkansas as well. Wind and hail, the primary threats there for those. By Sunday morning, we start off pretty quiet with storm chances Sunday evening and overnight. So tomorrow's severe risks, level 1 marginal risk highlighted in green from Nevada down through Melbourne. Harrison kind of right on the cusp between that level 1 to level 2 slight risk, and then there is a level 3 enhanced risk off to our southwest, mostly into Oklahoma. Now over the next 3 days, we'll see temperatures staying back in the 70s for the weekend. Mid 70s Saturday, Sunday, upper 70s on Monday, with more storm chances going up Monday afternoon as well. And I think Sunday and Monday storms could be pretty nasty. So this is 10 a.m. on Sunday, maybe an isolated shower. Our storm chances really go up though Sunday late evening. This is 10 p.m. Storms develop off to our west, back over in Kansas and Oklahoma along a dry line, and then make a run towards I-49. Damaging winds, very large hail looking possible, and of course a few tornadoes as well. And then by Monday morning, that first line's on out of here. But we could see maybe a few more storms developing Monday afternoon and into the evening hours. These producing also maybe some very large hail and a few tornadoes, and the potential for maybe some stronger storms with hail over golf ball size, maybe even up to baseball size, and then maybe even a few stronger tornadoes as well. So that will be something we watch out for Sunday and on Monday, with Monday I think likely being the worst day for us severe weather wise. But regardless, both days first alert weather days, and the threats are basically all the same in the way of impacts. Sunday's severe outlook is a level 2 slight risk highlighted in yellow. A little bit greater off to our west, though, over in Kansas and Oklahoma. And then on Monday, our severe risk is going to be a medium enhanced risk for our easternmost counties. And then that level 2 slight risk highlighted there in yellow. This far out, it's called either low or medium, but that's typically what they translate to on that 1 to 5 scale. Through the week ahead, first alert Sunday, Monday, we're drier on some storms here in the Ozarks that we're on the strong to severe side. This line of storms from Illinois moving into Indiana now and back into parts of really mostly southern Arkansas, kind of that leading edge of storms right there, producing very heavy rains and gusty winds as well, but currently nothing severe. Severe risk today, level 2 slight risk highlighted there in yellow for central and southern Arkansas, southwestern Arkansas included in that level 3 enhanced risk back from Oklahoma into Texas and northwestern Louisiana as well today. Tomorrow, level 3 enhanced risk back over mostly into Oklahoma, parts of western Arkansas. Here in the Ozarks, we're in between that level 1 to level 2 slight risk, clipping our far southwesternmost counties. And then another level 3 enhanced risk for Sunday. Sunday, storms line up back over in Kansas and Oklahoma and will begin to work their way here into Missouri and could pack a punch with large hail, damaging winds, and maybe a few tornadoes as well. Heading anywhere regionally today, Kansas City 71 degrees, looking dry. Memphis, some rain, some storms back in the low 70s. Tulsa hitting it the mid 70s after dealing with more rain and storms as well last night. And then we'll continue to look at cooler air. Really just settled back in here across parts of the Northwest. Great Falls 36 for a high today, 40 in Rapid City, 91 though in Dallas. And let's take you into Miami, sitting at 82 this afternoon. Storms hit a huge portion of the Midwest into the plains with numerous hail reports, 132 hail reports in this red box alone. Wind damage reports 121 preliminary tornadoes reported, but we did have one of them actually here across parts of southwest Missouri last night into early this morning. The National Weather Service here in Springfield has now confirmed that an EF1 tornado hit just around kind of the Joplin area last night, damaging some roof damage in there as well. And then back over, of course, in Enid, Oklahoma. That's where kind of the main story from the strongest tornado to hit yesterday, just south of Enid. And very likely, looking at some of the damage pictures, we're talking about well sturdy built homes that were absolutely leveled. EF3 plus damage very likely coming out of that tornado from yesterday. It was on the ground for around 40 to 50 minutes yesterday. Now, our long range severe risk features some storms Saturday night into early Sunday morning. Wind and hail, those primary threats, and then first alert weather days for Sunday and Monday. Storms Sunday evening and overnight, wind, hail, maybe a few tornadoes, and then Monday certainly the day to watch as well, with some very large hail, maybe greater than golf ball size, and then a few tornadoes as well. We'll be in the 70s for highs. Tomorrow, a lot of dry time, some storms Saturday evening and overnight, though, in our westernmost counties. A lot of instability Sunday and Monday. Very large hail, also a threat, especially on Monday. Stayed pretty dry this afternoon behind that line of showers and storms. We could still see maybe a few isolated rain showers, thunderstorms pop up heading into the evening south of I-44. I do think, though, most will stay dry, and then overnight tonight, dry and maybe a little bit of some patchy fog tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, staying drier as well, so certainly not a washout of a weekend, with maybe a few more storms Saturday late evening, overnight, and then a first alert weather day for Sunday and Monday. Temperatures right now in the low 70s for many, 60s in West Plains and Mountain Home right now, as well as Warsaw. And we'll continue to see temperatures falling back into the low 60s by around 9 p.m. Some clouds hanging around, and lows tonight situated in the low to mid 50s out the door tomorrow morning. Highs tomorrow afternoon climbing in the mid to upper 70s, just a little bit above average for this time of year. And we'll continue to watch that chance for some storms Saturday night, but certainly Sunday and Monday of next week. We'll talk more about your first alert weather days and the threats you can expect coming up soon.
Now clouds, and tomorrow should be okay, but then we've got first alert weather day is coming up.
Yeah, we have some dry time for many. Tomorrow, a lot of it, maybe a few storms Saturday evening, and then definitely some more storms heading. We'll be on the warmer side again, waking up in the low to mid 50s out the door in the morning. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll climb into the mid to upper 70s for highs, just a little bit above average for this time of year. And here's one model that shows the potential for maybe a few more scattered showers and storms this evening south of the interstate. I think coverage may be overdone with this model, but it is a potential. So if you are south of I-44, I'd keep an umbrella handy this evening, but most will stay dry. Tomorrow morning, we'll wake up quiet. Maybe a little bit of fog in some spots. And then tomorrow afternoon, partly sunny. Still looking mostly dry. It's not until the evening and early overnight hours that we may see some rain and storms that have developed off to our west, working their way on in. Now this model keeps, I'd say, most of the strong to severe storms off to our south. There is the potential, though, certainly for them to be a little bit further to the north, clipping parts of northern Arkansas and here into southwestern Missouri with some gusty winds and maybe some small to quarter-size hail. Then by Sunday morning, we start off quiet before more storms move on in, heading into Sunday evening and overnight. So tomorrow evening's severe risk, level 1 marginal risk highlighted in green from Nevada through Springfield down into northern Arkansas. Level 2 slight risk for Joplin into Carroll and Madison County. Level 3 enhanced risk is a little bit further off to our southwest. Temperatures staying pretty pleasant over the next few days. We'll stay in the 70s all weekend long. And Sunday, I do think we'll also have some dry time before those storm chances go up in the evening. And then Monday will be a pretty nasty day for us. So here's the timing. This is Sunday morning and into the afternoon. I don't want to rule out maybe a few isolated showers. This model may be overdoing coverage in the afternoon. But storms really develop back off to our west over in Kansas and Oklahoma along a dry line. And then they start to work their way on in after dark. And these are the storms that could be severe, damaging winds. I think we could see some pretty large hail within these storms and maybe an isolated to a few tornadoes possible Sunday evening and overnight. I do think Monday is going to be the higher risk day for us. We'll wake up in the morning, a few isolated showers possible, but as a cold front works its way on through, storms develop along that front. Very large hail and a few tornadoes will be possible heading into Monday afternoon and into the evening hours as well. So here's a look at those severe threats. Very large hail will be our biggest threats for Sunday and Monday, as well as some gusty winds, 60 to 70 miles an hour. And then it's not a low tornado threat, especially on Monday as well. So we'll have to watch out for that. They are first alert weather days, both days. Here's Sunday's severe outlook, level 2 slight risk, mostly west of Highway 65. There's the enhanced risk a little bit further back over in Kansas and into parts of Oklahoma. And then Monday, we do have that enhanced risk lining up mostly east of Highway 65 with a slight risk, which is also called a low risk this far out, highlighted there in yellow. So Sunday, Monday, be sure to stay tuned to the latest forecast over the weekend. We'll be in this. We did have widespread severe weather back from parts of the plains into the Midwest. Numerous hail, wind damage reports, and of course, several tornadoes. Here in the Ozarks, we saw some damaging winds here in spots, mostly in far southwestern Missouri, and back over in Oklahoma. That storm out of Enid is now rated preliminary EF4 tornado. You saw some of that video there. Homes that were well built were completely leveled out. In Joplin last night, there was a severe thunderstorm that passed by and produced a tornado, and I believe we have some video. With the rain yet, we have more on the way. Over the next 7 days, I think many, especially south of I-44, could pick up another inch to maybe 2.5 inches of rain. Good news is I think we'll see a decent amount in northern Arkansas, and that's where drought conditions are the worst. A little bit further to the north, I'd say closer to 1/2 inch to 1 inch of rain north of the interstate. Rain chances going up again Saturday late evening, overnight, and then again Sunday evening, overnight. More rain and storms on Monday, first alert weather day Sunday, Monday, and then 100% apparently chance for rain next Thursday. That should probably say around 40 to 60 there as well. But we are looking at some scattered rain, potentially low chance Wednesday, Thursday, and on Friday. It's not going to be a washout Thursday by any means right now. Heading into the end of April, beginning of May, we are trending a lot cooler though with our temperatures. Temperatures likely dropping a bit below average for a large portion of the country here in the central and eastern half of the U.S. And then our weather pattern still staying a little bit more active with a couple more chances for rain as well. We're looking at temperatures back in the low 60s around 9 o'clock, and we'll drop into the 50s for overnight lows. Many around 53 to about 55 degrees. Lighter winds from this afternoon through tonight and heading into the weekend. More storm chances on the way with first alert weather days for Sunday evening, overnight, and then again on Monday. All severe threats looking possible, especially on Monday. Some very large hail and a few tornadoes. We'll talk more about that storm timing, and I'll have your full 7-day forecast again coming up on KY3 News at 5. Off to our south now. We'll stay pretty quiet heading into the evening. Models spitting out maybe a few isolated showers and thunderstorms this evening south of the interstate. I think we'll see less than what this model here shows. Most stay dry, but if you are south of the interstate, I'd keep an umbrella handy if you do have any plans this evening. Certainly nothing widespread though. Tomorrow morning, quiet start to the day. We'll see partly sunny conditions tomorrow afternoon with clouds increasing for the later half of the day and storm chances Saturday into the overnight hours. Some of them could pack a punch. Temperatures right now warming up into the low to mid 70s still. 70 in Harrison, 73 here in Springfield, 72 in Lamar. And we'll see temperatures falling back into the low 60s around 10 o'clock with lows tonight in the low to mid 50s waking up tomorrow morning. Highs tomorrow mid to upper 70s and a lot of dry time Saturday as well. It's not a washout of a weekend, but first alert weather days for Sunday and Monday with the potential for some severe storms that I'll talk about coming up soon.
Thank you.
Pass on by, off to our south now, and we are dry, and most will stay completely dry heading into the rest of the evening. There is a cold front continuing to work its way through right now, and we could see maybe a few isolated showers and thunderstorms pop up along that front this evening, mostly south of I-44. Many, though, will stay dry. By 9 o'clock, we'll be back in the low to a few mid-60s. Temperatures tonight falling still above average in the mid-50s for many out the door in the morning, and highs tomorrow back in the mid to upper 70s, most around 76 to 77 degrees at 4 o'clock, and will be partly sunny. Now, here's a look at models showing maybe a few showers and storms popping up along that front this evening. I don't think we'll see as many as what this model here shows, though. Still, though, it's a chance, so keep the umbrella handy south of the interstate. Overnight tonight, though, many stay dry, and we could see a little bit of some patchy fog tomorrow morning as well. Heading into the afternoon tomorrow, there's the cloud cover increasing, but rain and storm chances holding off until we hit the late evening and overnight hours. And there is a severe risk, and this one pushes most of the strong to severe storms off to our south. It could be a little bit further to the north, so there is a risk here in southwestern Missouri and into northern Arkansas. And then by Sunday morning, I think we start off pretty quiet with some storm chances late Sunday afternoon. Well, really mostly Sunday evening and overnight, I should say. Tomorrow's severe risk level 2 slight risk from Joplin down through parts of Harrison, Nevada, down through parts of northern Arkansas, included in a level 1 marginal risk. Damaging winds and maybe some large hail will be our biggest threats there, but it is going to be a lower risk for us. And like I mentioned, Saturday afternoon really not looking bad at all, so it's not a washout of a weekend, and we'll even see some dry time still on Sunday. But Sunday and Monday, first alert weather days. Monday, I think, will be the worst of it across much of the area, and here's how this plays out. On Sunday, maybe a few isolated showers in the afternoon, but I think the severe risk holds off until the evening hours, so most are dry from the morning into early afternoon. Storms fire off along a dry line in Oklahoma, though. Then they make a run off to the east, working their way west of Highway 65 after dark, and these could be on the severe side. Damaging winds, some very large hail, and maybe a tornado or two could be possible Sunday night. Monday morning, we'll wake up maybe a few isolated showers during the day in the morning through about lunchtime, but storm chances going up Monday afternoon. I think some of these could be severe, and I think they could be pretty nasty. Some very large hail looks to be possible. We have a significant amount of instability for storms to work with on Monday, and then maybe a few tornadoes as well heading into the afternoon and evening on Monday. Now, severe threat for Sunday, level 2 slight risk for many areas, mostly west of Highway 65, enhanced risk off to our northwest, and then an enhanced risk issued for areas east of Highway 65 for Monday. That medium risk typically translates to that enhanced risk. So we'll have to watch that closely Sunday, Monday, your only first alert weather days for now. Some heavy rain also possible. We'll be in the 70s for highs through Wednesday, and then cooling back off into the 60s for next Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
Your weather school question today, true or false, the size of a hailstone determines how fast it falls.
True.
And you are correct.
All right. I was going to say there could be a lot of other factors like updraft.
Oh, you know,
but gravity overrules
definitely.
it all. All right. Saturday may be the best day, as you've mentioned, to get out the door, have some fun around the Ozarks. So we've got a weekend event preview next on the news, and definitely a pick day for the weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be Saturday for sure.
Yeah.
Mid to upper 70s, a lot of dry time. I know I have some outdoor chores I need to get done, and
yeah.
I mean the sale tomorrow, Master Gardener's sale.
It's tempting, isn't it?
It might be calling my name.
Yeah.
Sunday and Monday, we are looking at first alert weather days for storms, all severe threats.